we've traded in our numbness and all of our fear to fight for the lives we now hold dear. And everyone has come to greet the reckoning. The place where our hearts got smaller and smaller now grows to hold the pain, the brokenness that leads to change. She is on her way, on her way. She's on her way, on her way. Another world's not only possible. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Another world's not only possible. Oh, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Another world's not only possible. Oh, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Another world's not only possible. Oh, on a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. She's on her way, on her way. She's on her way, on her way. And when the world we're building is ours, we'll be tall inside. There will be no question as we pray and sing that we have each other, and what that means we'll finally get to be together. Stare with our hearts at what has been and find some place of home. And find some place of home. She's on her way. She's on her way, on her way. She's on her way, on her way. She's on her way, on her way.
Good morning, everyone. We're listening to Ali Halpert sing, and it is so joyous to be with you here this morning. If you're watching now or if you are watching later on YouTube, it is just fantastic to be here with you today. So I am really excited about today. First of all, I pulled the Page of Wands, which is just the most wonderful card of anticipation and hope. This page is standing before a painting of an open road, and we imagine that this being is going to change that wand into a walking stick and walk down that path. That sense of, in Paradise Lost at the end, Adam and Eve are cast out of Eden and they look up and they're filled with just possibility because the world was all before them, as Milton said. And the Page of Wands tells us to look up with hope. The world is before you. And there's a wonderful, wonderful addition to this, which is that today is the 11th day of counting the Omer in Jewish tradition, and there's and today is the Netzach of Gevurah, which is really about the endurance of discipline. So it's great, to say, okay, today I'm going to start blah, 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 or I'm going to shift my daily practice to include such and such. There's this real ability for human beings to start things, to begin things. It is so much harder and more challenging to maintain things and to endure things. So if I commit to doing 5 mornings of daily sit, and Monday morning I wake up not feeling well and not wanting to, and not even knowing whether it's meaningful to others, I can talk myself into the release of my endurance. So the discipline is there in the beginning, but the endurance keeps us going. And now with this Page of Wands, there's a sense of what is the endurance of hope? And that's really my question to us today. When we live in a world where we're bombarded with information and much of it very challenging and difficult, how do we maintain and endure with hope? And hope for ourselves and for others. And there's a real sense of needing to supply that endurance ourselves. So, what gives you hope? So, in this meditation, we're going to focus on that, and then I'll ask you what in the rest of the day gives you hope. For me, sometimes it's music. It's just putting music on and listening to it while I work, or taking a break and dancing around to music. And this brings me with the idea of the endurance of hope to a man called P.J. Fogg, who created this system or this ideology, and wrote a book about it called Tiny Habits. And it really was a great tool when I first found it. And it's like, what are 3 very tiny habits, like 30-second habits, that you can do each day to help you endure and maintain hope? And so for me, it was dancing to one song a day, whenever and wherever I could. Pouring a bottle of water, because drinking a bottle of water is too big of a habit to maintain. So I'm just going to pour the water, and if I drink it, I drink it. And what is another one? Taking a breath when your feet hit the floor when you first get out of bed, a big breath, saying whatever mantra is good for you. So just finding teeny little things. This idea came from him going to the dentist, and the dentist saying floss, and him saying, well, yes, I'm going to floss, and then never flossing, and he decided to floss one tooth. Just say, I'm just going to floss one tooth. And then that grew as a habit. But the tiny habits are a way of endurance for hope and for living the life that we want to live. So our focus today will be that. And for our tool today, we're simply going to count breaths. And so the tool is to count one in and out, two in and out on the next breath, and see if you can get to 10 without the mind racing away. And if you can't, and you pick up your thoughts, a mile later, just start at one again. It's very gentle. It's not punitive. It's just the way of enduring the beautiful spaciousness of meditation, where we are calling in hope. So we don't have the bell right now this morning, but we're gonna have it at the end. But right now, I'd like you to just allow the eyes to close. And we'll transition without the bell into the awareness of all of the other senses. Once sight is removed, which is often our dominant sense, we can wake up that sense of taste, that sense of smell, and that sense of hearing. What's the furthest away sound you can hear right now? And what's the nearest? Connecting with our senses is another habit for enduring hope. Going into that sense of touch, scanning the body gently. We use the threefold practice of awareness, acceptance, and release to gently and non-judgmentally discover where our body is this morning. How does it feel? Going from toe to crown or crown to toe. What's going on in there right now? We become aware of it. We wrap it up in acceptance of what is, and then try to release what we don't need on the out breath. We find our connection to earth and gravity. The astronauts that were up in weightless space are now down back on the earth. And we are here, sitting comfortably in Earth's gravitational hug. Find your seat and imagine in your mind's eye that tailbone curling under, which is at the very base of your spine and the place where your roots connect to the earth. Feel your roots. And then slowly allow the spine to rise up like a beautiful tree. Low back, mid back, upper back, neck, all the way from base of spine to base of skull. The length and strength of the spine is an enduring discipline to be aware of our posture. Allowing the shoulders to rise up to the ears and then roll back down the back so that you're making more space for the neck to rise. And the front body is releasing back, belly, ribs, heart, chin, everything resting back towards that long, strong trunk of the back body, which reaches up towards the heavens like a tree and is rooted way down into the earth. The jaw is released, the muscles behind the eyes are released, and the hands facing palm up for connection to spirit and palm down for connection to earth, whatever you need today. Make sure that the fingers are released, the hands are released. And now in this long, strong, soft, expansive, hopeful body, we turn our attention to breath. Just watching for a few moments the breath falling in, expanding the body, releasing out. Notice that small pause between breaths. If you want to cycle some deeper breaths in and through, even sighing out the out breath, just for a few rounds to deepen the release, to deepen your sensation of being here deeply in this sit, not worrying about time. I'm watching the time. You can just let go and be inside the gentle endurance of each breath. We can start counting breaths as our tool for the day, counting one on the in and out breath. See if you can gently get to 10, and if not, no worries, you just start again. And this tool is for calling the mind back to the breath. It's optional. As we sit here alone together with the endurance of hope, one breath at a time. As we approach the midpoint of our sit, just allowing the breath to deepen. You can let go of the counting of breaths, or you can continue it, whatever works for you. And just allowing that sense of endurance and the discipline of being here, the discipline of sitting. No matter what thoughts come up, you stay with the breath. Or maybe you stay with the thoughts, but you still bring yourself back every so often to the breath. Just allowing yourself to be here in stillness, this enduring discipline, which gives us hope. And it's not, in my experience, being free of worry or fear. It's knowing how to encounter it and the enduring discipline of being able to face ourselves fully and breathe through anything. So allowing the breath to be the focus in whatever way feels hopeful and good to you. The endurance is just being here, one breath at a time.
We rise.
In the last few minutes of our sit, you can deepen the breath a little bit more and feel the muscles and bones release. You can feel your body enjoy the benefits of this time of quiet stillness. And just allow these last few minutes of discipline, endurance, and hopeful breath to fill your body with release and anticipation of a beautiful day. And let's just take 5 more deep, joyful breaths together to end this sit.
What if you could clean your retainer at the touch of a button? No more brushing or tablets. Over 4 years ago, our team of engineers knew.
And the sound of the bell invites you to flutter your eyes open and allow the light of the day to filter in, to pour in through your eyes to your heart, bringing light to that beautiful effort of enduring discipline. And may you have a day that's filled with light, with hope, and may you rise to each moment. And may you remember that you can always close your eyes and take a breath. Have a beautiful day, and Goddess willing, I will see you here again tomorrow.
We rise, humbly hearted rise, won't be divided rise, with spirit to guide us rise, in hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In a hope, in prayer, we're right here. In a hope, in prayer, we find ourselves here. In hope, in prayer, we're right here, and we rise. All of the children rise, elders with wisdom rise, ancestors surround us rise.